back to the side.
Hello folks, we're here again.
Two stooges.
Excuse me. It's always running.
Right. Somebody wants to know, because yesterday I was talking about what I did, my work. What work that I did. Somebody said, what did Pat do? What work did? I'd like to know what Pat did. I'm not sure what period she means. But I mean, we have talked about what you did over in different videos, haven't we?
Yeah.
Different periods of his life.
Well, when I found out we were having our Tracy, I was working in a machine shop doing sewing clothes, dresses and things like that. Took me 2 buses to get there, to the other side of Leeds. And then once Tracy was born, I did a little stint at laundry, folding shirts. I did a cleaning job. I worked in a bingo hall, selling bingo tickets and cleaning and shouting numbers, things like that. And then I worked at Power Plastics, which was welding with a hot machine these covers that go over swimming pools and the liners that go in the swimming pools. What else have I done? I worked with Trevor on the weekends and going out cleaning with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Funny jokes about that. What else have I done? I worked in an old people's home. That was very, very tiring then. And I've worked in doing my own bits and pieces like baking and stuff like that, and helping out in gallery. And we bought a load of clothes from Summit D party. Summit D party, and we put them in the shop and we sold some of them. Not enough, didn't quite make us as fortune.
Did anything?
No. And what else did we do?
Well, then you became a French polisher.
Oh, I worked in a bingo place again, didn't I? Behind cafe counter and cleaning.
Yeah.
Down in Armley. That were interesting.
The pleasure drone.
Yeah, the pleasure drone. I used to work there. What did you just say? Oh yeah, I got into French. Well, I used to work at an hen place, picking eggs out from hens and packing them into boxes.
You were a housekeeper.
I were a housekeeper. That were after French polishing, wasn't it? Because once I'd got my strength back, I decided to do a bit of cleaning and stuff like that. And,
I mean, after you'd had an operation?
Yeah, after I'd had I don't know whether it was 2 operations or one, I'm not sure. And I had three ladies that I cleaned for there. And one of them were quite a substantial thing because it was more like being an housekeeper really. And they had about 8 cats, indoor cats, and fires that you had to clean and make up. Did Colin and Joy. And I did French polishing and stripping pianos and collecting them and delivering them. I think that were it. When I got to 55, I thought, I'm going to retire. I'd had enough. So that's when we moved to Brigg, isn't it? I didn't do any more then.
Yeah. That's right.
I became a lady of leisure. Oh, as our Tracy used to do, she used to call it ladies that dine.
No, ladies at lunch.
Ladies at lunch, yeah. So that's my career. Nothing exciting, just
a great variety.
a variety, yeah. As Trevor would say. He had a lot of variety before he went in army, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I had a lot of variety after I had Trevor. Doing different things.
Yeah. Anything to survive.
Yeah. Anything. Yeah. I think that's about it. I don't think I did what else, did I? Don't think so. Isn't that right?
Well, you mentioned
Yeah.
Quite a lot of things there.
Yeah.
So that's Pat's career.
Yeah. Well, when I worked in the old people's home, I quite liked it, but because as you get older, elderly people can feel really cold and what have you, so it was quite warm in there. So you're making beds and you're helping people get ready and you're preparing maybe a tea. And at that particular time, Trevor were involved with the Inland Revenue, right?
Involved with
Oh, God. Yeah, he were involved.
I wasn't working for the Inland Revenue.
No, he were just involved with them. And they decided that because they weren't getting what they wanted from Trevor, they weren't cooperating, that they were going to take the money from me out of my wage. I got £27 a week, I think, and they took half of it, at least half of it.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
I came home with £13 for working a 40-hour week, and I said to Trevor, I'm not doing it. No, they're not going to take the money off of me. I'm working like a dog here. And they wanted to take half my wage.
Yeah.
So I quit. I stopped.
The reason was because when I was doing the milk round and running the gallery, the Inland Revenue regarded the gallery as an hobby, not as a business, and they wouldn't allow me to claim expenses for running costs, for running the gallery. So they calculated all the income that it made as profit, as money to pay tax on, and that I wasn't allowed to claim any expenditure against it. And I got into a right tangle with them, and in the end, a guy who he worked for the Inland Revenue, but he also worked for the CAB. One day a week or one afternoon a week or something.
Citizens Advice Bureau.
Yeah, and he stepped in and helped me to sort it out. And eventually, when I went to art college, I had to pay back. I was getting £60 a week grant and I had to pay £80 a month in tax for the 3 years that I were at art college. But meanwhile, while it were all being sorted out, they started attacking Pat, taking it from Pat. I don't even know whether that's legal. But
Yeah.
the guy who were dealing with it, he got disciplined in the end because it became like a personal vendetta against me. Got some right threatening letters off of him. Well, he had a letter and he openly declared he'd put me out of business.
The chap at the Inland
Yeah,
Revenue.
he did, yeah.
Not the chap who were helping him. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I was very antagonistic. I was young and antagonistic and hated them, and I did things to ridicule them and
Annoy them.
annoy them.
So,
Yeah.
I thought, this little son-so, they're
Yeah.
laughing.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Was it that time that you had to go into a tribunal?
Yeah.
And when you went into the room, they had a massive pile of information about us.
They did.
They knew how often I went to visit my grandma, how often we shopped,
That we
bought second-hand clothes from charity shops.
That's why I put all second-hand labels all over my clothes.
So,
And when I went on these tribunals,
yeah.
because they'd said in this dossier that they had on us that we mainly relied upon second-hand clothes. And then they refused to see me then. They said, you're not taking things seriously. I am taking it seriously. You know, this is... You've been the ones been spying on us, I don't know how they got all that information. Mind you, I mean, look, my life's an open book, isn't it?
Yeah, probably got it from magazines and
Magazines,
papers
television,
watching.
radio,
Yeah.
stuff that I appeared on over the years. Yeah, so it won't be difficult. Newspaper articles.
Yeah.
No, they had all the newspapers that I showed you. They had all them in this file.
Yeah.
It was really thick.
Just on one little man who were running a milk round and trying to have an art gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
I mean,
world.
we rented the rooms out to artists, but I mean it were quite low.
Yeah.
And
we took
whatever
commission.
Yeah,
on what we sold. That was only small amounts of money.
Yeah.
But eventually we did make a profit because I said, at the time we make a profit, I'm going to employ an artist part-time to help me run the gallery and share the profits with an artist.
Which you did.
Which I did when we employed Claire. And Claire come to work for us.
She did all
the mail and printed,
yeah,
you know, all the invites and the posters and stuff like that.
And if we had to go somewhere, she'd look after the gallery, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know whether she packed eggs, put milk round or...
I don't know whether she did, but you employed, who is it?
Mardy.
Mardy.
I know Mardy did it once. I don't know whether I employed her to do that. But yeah, I mean, we ran the gallery for what, 6 years? And it cost money to run it.
Yeah, yeah, we had to have lights on and heating.
Yeah.
And, we had to make sure everything was all right.
It was because I went on TV.
That someone were here.
And spouted off about the ideology of the gallery that I hate capitalism. I hate doing things for, you know. I mean, I know people have to make a profit and all that, but I don't know. I've forgotten. Now it's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a long time ago, isn't it?
But I had. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it really. I've always hated the system under which we live, and I wanted to do it how I think things should be done in the world. I reckon it was true socialism. Socialism's dead now. You know, it's sharing. You know, people want to. People are very greedy now, aren't they? They want to accumulate possessions and wealth and all the trappings of life. They want to gather things to themselves out of what they do, reward themselves with excess. And I don't like that. I don't think that's right. I think you should be content with enough, and the rest, distribute your wealth. I think that's true socialism.
We're going to have to make a move, darling, because we've got to meet Mick at 12.
We've got to meet Mick at 12, so we're going to have to end.
Sorry about that. But we've got things to do before we...
Sorry. Okay, folks, we've got to go.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.